Our final park on what you keep and what you ditch comes to Flamingo Land. That's right, Flamingo Land. A park that divides a lot of opinion. And I have to say, I understand why. Now, if I own Flamingo Land, what am I going to ditch and what am I going to keep? Let's find out. Let's get straight in there and get the roller coasters out of the way. It comes as no shock that Hero would be ditched. 100% would be ditched. I can't believe anyone rode this and thought it would be a good idea. Hero I would ditch. On the other hand, Mumbo Jumbo I think is an incredible ride, and is one I would want at my park. Now, it's worth saying as well, while we go through this, we're not looking at operations of the rides, the fact this thing only runs 2 trains most of the time rather than 5 or 6. We're literally looking at what rides we would keep and which ones we would ditch. Operations, I don't think we can turn that rock up at this present time. Mumbo Jumbo, we're keeping. Velocity, the motorbike coaster, is one of my favourite ones and is one we're definitely keeping at the park. I love everything about it. I love the cars, the restraints, the open feel on the launch. If I owned the park, I would be keeping it. And this goes as well for Kumali, the SLC. Fantastic SLC. Those words don't go together very often, but they do when we talk about this. A beaut of the ride, quite nicely themed, different kind of paint scheme, and is one I would 100% keep at the park. Non-offensive coasters for the family I'd keep include the Runaway Train and the Twistosaurus, both of which I really enjoy and ones I would keep at the park. And of course there are some other ones we would ditch. They include the Dino Roller and the Go Gator. Again, these are fairground style rides and not rides I would expect to see in a theme park. And then of course we have Zoom as well. Zoom for me is being ditched. I don't understand it. I just don't understand it. When you can sort of get something like Flight of the Pterosaur, I don't understand why. I don't understand Zoom. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't think it offers a very good experience. If I owned the park, Zoom would be ditched. We have a host of family, sort of more children style rides as well, which we would keep at the park. They include the helicopters, the heli tours. I think they're a great addition. Really enjoy those. I know the children did as well. We have a carousel, we have the express train which goes around, and of course the Mucky Duck. Now, something which I don't believe belongs at the park and something I would ditch would be Vortex, the rocking tug ride. The amount of space this ride's been given and the really weird theme it's been given as well, it just goes to show I don't know who thinks about these things. I really don't. If I'm in the park, I don't understand why you'd have a standard rocking tug ride and pop it with that kind of backdrop. For me, the ride's got to go. I would ditch it. In the same area, we have the Navigator, which I think is a great disco ride, certainly one I would keep in the park. And next to that is Flamingo 1. Now, I have to say, when I heard about Flamingo 1 initially, I did think this was more of a Cars style ride. Shoot me, I understand, shoot me. I did think it was more of a Cars style ride, but it's just boring. Absolutely boring. An incredible waste of space. Really is. If I owned the park, there is no way I would put that kind of resources into that kind of ride. The space can be definitely better used for better attractions. If I owned the park, I would definitely be getting rid of it. Other rides on the chopping block include Mischief Mansion. Not sure if this is going to be due a retheme or not, but certainly as it stands, I would be ditching this ride. It hasn't been maintained. It's just low throughput. I would be ditching it. Along with that, the Little Monster Wacky Racers would also be gone. Big rides like the Sky Swinger and the Cliffhanger, for me, 100% staying. I think these are great, intimidating, height-looking rides and ones I would want in my Flamingo Land. That also goes to the park's 2 main water rides, which is the Splash Battle, which was the first in the UK. Great on a hot day, one I would keep at the park. And of course the Lost River ride, which is tucked more in the zoo area and is one I would keep. Next to that is Voodoo, a brilliant themed pirate ship, which I would also be keeping. However, close to it, Flip Flop, which has spent a lot of time closed, but Flip Flop, which has been reduced capacity, reduced everything over the last few years, I would be ditching. I just think that maybe we replace it with something else if I own the park, but for me, Flip Flop is going to be ditched. There we have it. We've come to the end of our 13 parks here on UK Theme Parks as we look for our top 40 rides. Our top 40 rides, which would make our own ultimate UK theme park. Will any from Flamingo Land make it? I don't know yet. I'm going to have a little think, and next time we are going to reveal what our top 40 will be. Of course, we will get some wildcard rides as well from parks we haven't mentioned in the UK. They could be anywhere, they could be some seaside resorts, they could be slightly larger parks we haven't mentioned, but certainly there will be some included. Again, let us know which ones from Flamingo Land would you keep and which ones would you ditch, and would any of these make your top 40? We'll be back next time with our final and our ultimate top 40 ride and our ultimate UK theme park. Thanks for joining us here, and we'll see you next time.